Hi and welcome to another LRCC Soundbite. Now I mentioned last week wherever Jesus went he was constantly surrounded by people who wanted to hear everything he had to say. He was famous after all. He was a travelling teacher who said amazing things and sick people got healed wherever he went. Well, today in my story he got to a town and there are crowds and crowds of people there. Amongst them is one very short man. He wasn't tall. He couldn't see over the crowd. He was also very rich, but he was also very unpopular. He was a tax collector. Now, back then, tax collectors were often rich because they collected taxes on behalf of the Romans who occupied the country. But a lot of them would maybe ask for a little more, a little bit more for everyone, and they'd keep that for themselves. That's why they got rich. And people saw them as collaborators with the occupying forces. They also recognised that they were dishonest cheats against their own people. This man's name is Zacchaeus, and he has heard about this man called Jesus, and he is incredibly curious to find out something about who this man was. Now, you'll remember I said that Zacchaeus was a small man. He was so small he couldn't see over the crowd, so he came up with a bit of an ingenious idea. He went down the street a bit and found a tree, so he climbed it. It was a great idea. He was out of the crowd, safe from anyone who didn't like him, which was pretty much everyone, and he could see and hear what Jesus said and did. Great plan. Only problem was Jesus spotted him, and as Jesus did, he changed Zacchaeus' plans. Because Jesus headed over to the tree and called him down and he said, "I've decided I'm coming to your house for dinner tonight." Okay, that wasn't on the script, but credit to Zacchaeus, he comes down the tree. He's honoured and amazed to have Jesus come to his house. No one else is impressed. Surely Jesus could have gone to someone a little bit more worthy, nicer, a good Jew. So what happened? Well, we don't know exactly what Jesus talked to Zach about, but we do know that whatever was said completely transformed this dishonest, thieving, cheating man. By the end of the evening, he committed to sell half of everything that he owned and give the money to the poor, and from the other half, he would repay everyone he had ever cheated, not just what he took from them, but 4 times what he took from them. This man was completely different, chalk and cheese, completely transformed. And as Jesus left, he said something incredible to him. He said, "You are a true son of Abraham." Now, what did that mean? Well, that meant that Jesus recognised that Zach had come back to live the way that God always wanted people to live. He was forgiven and he was accepted by God. It was amazing for Zach, and I hope the rest of the town recognised the difference in this man. I don't know if he carried on in his tax collecting role. Maybe he did, but did it in an honest and honourable way? Maybe he didn't. But the great news of this story, like several others several of the stories of Jesus, is that it doesn't matter who we are or what we might have done. The message that Jesus came to share, and the message that we still share today, can completely transform even the worst among us. The forgiveness offered by Jesus really does cover anything we might have done, and he is always just waiting to accept us. Another time Jesus said this, that it's only sick people who need a doctor, and he came to find people who felt lost, unloved and unlovable in this world. Here at LRCC, we don't judge people. We certainly try not to judge people. We accept anyone who comes. Any questions? Just contact me or visit us at 44 Lindbergh Road. God bless you. I'll see you next time. I do hope you have a great week.